Hey, what's up, you guys? Nonstop here, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about something that I actually hate that I even have to bring up, and that is the attempted fall of Mielle. At first I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this video, but I feel like since I am a part of the natural hair community and I am the owner of a Black-owned beauty brand, I wanted to go ahead and give my take on it. Before I get started, y'all, I do want to say give me and yourself a favor and go ahead and smash that subscribe button and be sure to hit that notification bell at the same time. First off, let me just say that I have not personally been affected by Mielle products. I have used them in the past while I was perfecting my own products, and I had no problems with Mielle. And I also use Camille Rose by my girl Janelle Stevens. I really love her and her brand and her story. Not the oils, because I made my own oils. I was selling oils at that time, doing really well with it. I just used their shampoos and conditioners while I perfected my shampoo and conditioner, and I had no problems with either one of them. I have nothing but great things to say. In January of 2023, Monique Rodriguez sold her company Mielle Organics to Procter & Gamble, and that is when it seems like things started to take a turn. Now, just know that this is not the first attempt on Mielle Organics. So while Monique still owned her brand, I absolutely hate when that happens. Anyway, y'all, while she still owned her brand, there was a natural hair vlogger that made claims stating that the rice water collection made her hair come out. Monique, of course, responded, and according to the vlogger, Monique's husband was sending her threats and sending her like all kind of biblical quotes and things like that, stating that she's wrong and that nobody's going to come up against his wife. Once again, this is all alleged. I never watched her proof, so I am not sure if that, even happened. But supposedly it did happen, and a lot of people in the natural hair community did step away. But Mielle did not get canceled, and the brand proved to still be going strong. So that was the very first attempt on Mielle. Out of nowhere, it seems like Mielle just truly blew up, and it wasn't just Black women or just Black people using the brand. There was a lot of other race women using the brand as well. And then, of course, it was acquired by P&G. So when Mielle Organics sold their company, they sold for a whopping $640 million. Baby, that is a lot of money. Now, the question is she wrong for selling the company? Like I said, baby, $640 million is a lot of money, okay? Now, I understand that people are saying that a brand that is for us, by us, needs to remain for us, by us. I absolutely agree with that, and that's why they're calling her a sellout. I wouldn't necessarily call her a sellout, though. I think that she did what was best for her and her family, but it's not proving to be the best for the longevity of her brand. Now, you have to know that when a brand such as Mielle sell to a big baller like Procter & Gamble, they are not going to make sure that they are putting the best of the best in the products. The reason that I brought that up is because when Monique was issuing her statements, she kept saying that the formula has not changed. While the formula may not have changed, the integrity of the ingredients going into the formula has definitely changed. If you for any second think that Procter & Gamble is going to make sure that they are using the top of the line, best of the best for every ingredient that is going into a product, you are insane. So she can say that the formula has not changed and be telling the truth. It's just that the quality is not as good, and that can be what is causing all of the problems, what is causing people to have their hair fall out, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Now, for a second, I thought to myself, and I was just like, are these brands purposely sabotaging the Black-owned beauty brands? Are they buying them out and purposely sabotaging them? But $640 million? Greg owed you $10,000? I'm a Real Housewife fan, my bad. So anyway, $640 $1 million is a lot of money to acquire a company, then sabotage it. Do y'all think that a big baller like, Procter and Gamble would do that? I don't know, but that is something that has definitely been on my mind. I truly hate that this is happening. Monique has worked her butt off to build this brand, and in her statement, she said that she did this to be able to take her brand globally. And I understand that. You want expansion. Anybody do. But look at what has happened. And it is really unfortunate. Now, what could be happening is it could just be a bad batch. It could just be a bad batch that was made and that got out there. And I think that if Monique would have had a response that stated that she's going to look into it, I think that people would have taken to it more and been more understanding. But she pretty much doubled down on the fact that the formula hasn't changed and it is not her brand that is causing these problems. If you go on the website and you see her statement on the website, one of the things that she mentioned, which is something that I tell people and I put in my Healthy Hair ebook, is that it is normal to lose 50 to 100 strands of hair a day. It is absolutely normal as long as it is actually hair strands. So that means that when you are taking a look at the hair strand, you see the white bulb at the end of it, meaning that it is coming from the root, which means that it is shedding, it is not breaking. While that is true, you can't say that that is the norm when it hasn't been somebody's norm for a very long time. That doesn't just happen out of nowhere. Now, there are a lot of factors that can go into that, such as your diet, your stress level, and everything like that. But a lot of times it can be what you are using topically on your hair. I just feel like her response is what has gotten people so upset. She should have been like, I am going to look deeply into this, and I am sorry that this is happening. So a big question is, do Black-owned businesses owe Black consumers loyalty where they won't sell out and put the brand at risk? That is a very big question. My take on that is yes. Monique was a natural hair vlogger, and people started using her brand because of her. So with that being said, she does still owe them that loyalty, because a lot of times people are not just buying the brand, they are buying you. They are buying the goal to have their hair look like what your hair looks like. That is the goal. One thing that I will point out, in her video statement, she did just put a few drops of her oil in her hair. And it's like, sweetheart, that is not proving anything. That does not prove that you are using those products. Something that I love that Queen B did, y'all know how I feel about my girl. Queen B actually showed us her using Sacred. Now, we still don't know if she uses it religiously, but we actually saw her use Sacred, and I think that that is something that Monique should have done as well, just to show her loyalty to the people and say, hey, this is what I use. Me and my entire family use this, and not just sit there and put a few drops. I mean, it doesn't even look like it got into her hair. I think that she should have really got in depth and did a video of her using it. She also could have done a video of her in the lab, because that is something that is very important. People want to see that. Now, I know that she did sell the company, so she should not have to do that. But that is a part of what happens when you give ownership to someone else. You no longer, you no longer have that control. And that is when you are going to lose those people that was very loyal customers to you, because you are not the person in charge of it and you are putting them at risk. So something else that I must mention is, if you guys want these great products with these amazing ingredients, the pricing. You have to remember the price. You are not going to be able to get great quality and it be sold for $6, $7. So her formula, if she used the best grade of ingredients, for her formula, the price is going to go up, and some people are not willing to spend more on it. So a lot of times they cut these corners just to be able to get the price down. So if you want quality, you have to know that sometimes you are going to have to pay a lot more. If you look at the price points of brands such as Camille Rose, or if you look at the price point of brands such as my own, where I'm straight up organic, the pricing is going to be a lot more, and everybody's not going to be willing to pay that price. So think about that. There are a lot of us Black-owned brands that are coming up every single day, and I just want to say that, let this be a warning to all of us that number one, our people, especially when it comes to our hair and just anything, they want loyalty. If you start off, saying that this is for us, by us, I have my hands into it, keep your hands into it. You are not necessarily obligated to do that, but when you don't do that, look at what can happen. My big thing right now is I hope that Monique is able to get a hand on this and that she is able to recover, because she worked hard for this. She's had Mielle around for 10 years, since 2014. So yes, she did sell the brand, but it is still her legacy, and I hope that she is able to get a hold of it. As an upcoming brand, I can see how it can be difficult, to turn down $614 million and, taking a little bit of the load off of yourself. People don't understand how hard it is when you are up in that kitchen and you are creating these products by hand. On top of, you are the face of the brand. On top of dealing with the orders. It can be a lot. I remember watching a video, by Janelle Stevens, that is the owner of Camille Rose, and she was saying how when she first made her deal with Target, baby, she was the one in the kitchen whipping everything up. That is hard to do. I have a small brand, and it can be very difficult, and I'm still not at the point where I trust anybody else to help, but I can understand why Monique would want to sell, because it does become a lot. I'm not saying that I would, and the reason that I'm saying that is because I truly like having a hand in what is going on. I do believe that I am going to soar and grow. My brand is amazing, but I also would like to have a true hand in what is going on. $640 million, though, that sounds amazing. But I've been able to see, and a wise person learns from the mistakes. I hate to call it a mistake, but they learn from the mistakes of others. Just to me and to anybody else that is starting a beauty brand, just really learn from this. And we're just going to hold our sister up in prayer and hope that her brand is able to bounce back. A lot of people are afraid to use it, and that is completely understandable, because there are a lot of people out there with proof. If you go on TikTok and you go on YouTube, there are people with proof. Okay, now something that Monique did say on her website is there's no medical proof. There's no medical proof that links her products to hair loss and this is that and the third, and it could be a lot of other factors that's causing these people to have their hair come out. But there's a ton of people out there. There's a ton of people out there that have shown pictures that have said, I started using these products and this started happening, and they have clumps of hair in their hand. And it is just really unfortunate. But I do hate to see this happen to a brand by a beautiful Black woman, and I'm going to hold my sister up in prayer, and I hope that she's able to bounce back. And I have taken a lot of notes from this, and I do hope that other up-and-coming brands like mine Pronto are taking notes from this and knowing and learning loyalty to our people and our customers, because like the song say, when she get on, she leave you for a white girl. And I have felt that way before about brands, you know what I'm saying? So I do think that in a sense we do owe that level of loyalty, and when we do not give that level of loyalty, things like this can happen, and it's just very unfortunate. I want to thank you so much for watching my video and my take on this whole Mielle situation. Give me a favor and make sure that you subscribe, like this video. Please do not get in the comments bashing the brand, because that's not what this video is about. This is just my take on it. Also, be sure to check out my brand, Pronto Premium Hair Company. I love you all so much.